Hello and welcome back to the iOS Arcade, and today we're back playing Gibbon Beyond the Trees, which is a 2D platformer about gibbons and deforestation. Now we're back today playing Liberation, which is a new game mode that I've unlocked from completing the story, and I just wanted to show off some of the mechanics from that because some of you might not have completed the story yet and are dying to know what Liberation mode is. If you haven't played Gibbon Beyond the Trees, it's an amazing story. I've just completed it, and what a story it was. It had some highs, it had some lows, and it even had some adrenaline pumping moments. And this was in a 2 to 3, maybe 4 hour story, depending on how much you play through it. I completed it over a couple of days in small stints of 20 minutes, but Liberation mode has now been unlocked. So let's have a look and get straight into it. We now play as the Lilac Gibbon. I'm not going to talk too much about the story because I don't want to spoil it. It's an amazing story, and hopefully, if there is more traction on the channel, we might do a full playthrough because it's not a big, lengthy story, and I do think people will just enjoy to watch. It's quite a satisfying game to play. In Liberation mode, there are a few challenges in comparison to story. You will see as we go through this level, a few alerts pop up to tell us there is an animal trapped, and that's what we're here to do, liberate the animals. You also may notice that my playstyle is a hell of a lot better since I did my first 10-minute playthrough. I've learned a lot. My swinging ability is definitely way better and almost on par with the other gibbons that sometimes appear in the game. So it's not necessarily about timing as much as it is. It's about letting go and trusting momentum than always trying to grab a tree. And I really messed that one up, and I do apologise. I did a backflip though. We might get a boost from that. Yeah. And we've even achieved one of the Apple achievements as well. So here we go. I'm going to go swing for these trees. And again, this is procedurally generated. Most of the time I always end up in the town, so it's nice to see some fire. What a weird sentence. But it's nice to see some fire come through the levels because we haven't seen that since chapter, I think it's 4 in the story. So it's nice to see a bit of a fire going on because that's one of the dangers that can ruin your runs by, well, killing the game essentially, because once the monkey gets injured or falls, that's it, Liberation mode over. So, but this game is just, now the story's over, I feel like it's a way more peaceful game, because Liberation mode is just the procedurally generated mode. I must say I'm a lot better when I'm swinging between trees. I hate it when we go into the town sections of the game. I just feel like I haven't learned the sort of like swinging styles, if I can come up with some terminology for this game. So swinging down, I'm staying low because we've now got one of the alerts that is showing us there's an animal trapped, and here it is. So we're going to run over, we just collect those, and as you can see I've already done 7 out of 10. The bird flies with us for a little bit, but you know that they don't bring anything else to the game. They don't follow us across the map. They'll slowly just get further and further away. This is what I mean. I'm just terrible when it comes to the buildings. I don't really know what are the best parts to grab to get the momentum. So I like to be high up. As I said in my last playthrough, I like to get, here we go, climb right up and then time my jump perfectly. And there's another bird who's going to ruin our day here because he's probably low down, knowing where the arrow's pointing. Back into a town section. So I think a common theme is that the birds are in the town sections. Hey, I really did panic then because some of the birds, they're not placed in hard, difficult positions, but if you're in the wrong place at the wrong time as you approach it, sometimes you're way too high for the bird in the cage, or you might be too low and there's not enough posts to swing on to get some momentum. Ooh. I'll tell you why I don't like the urban areas is because there's not many areas you can do backflips, and that's sort of my favourite part of this game is doing the backflips. Let's see if we can just climb high here because I feel like we're going to struggle. Yep, we're going to struggle. So there we go. That run on Liberation mode is over. We don't lose the counter for the birds. We just spawn back into some trees, and we can carry on collecting what we had. So I think Liberation mode is just more of a, I don't want to say mindfulness because that's not the correct word, but it is just to have fun, have swings, see how far you can go. But there's no high scores. There's nothing you get from this apart from collecting the liberated animals. So, but you know, if you're a fan of Gibbon Beyond the Trees and you just don't fancy story mode, this is a perfect alternative for now. Here we go, nice little backflip, get a bit of a boost. There we go. You can get a super boost if you backflip twice. I don't know whether I'm going to get it in here. No. But if you get a double backflip in, you can get some real speed come off that Gibbon. So let's just bounce again. And we got one of the, I call these the set pieces. When it zooms all the way out, you can either have a waterfall, a big tree, a big drop, big river. Really sets the scale of the map. So I'm going to stay low. This one looks, as you can see, it's a little bit higher. So I assume it's going to be on a roof in a town section, which of course you know I'm terrible at. So let's just try. Oh no, he's on the ground. Start to panic then. Music's got a bit tense though, making me start to worry that some of the story features are going to come back and bite me in the bum. There we go. Just trying to learn to try and get higher. Nope, really messed that one up. Let's see if we do get anything special for collecting 10 out of 10 of these birds though, because again, I've not played Liberation Mode a lot. Or I have, but I've not been collecting the birds because I just feel like sometimes it's nice to practice your swinging ability. No! That was so close. I thought, I don't know if I've got it. The rock in the foreground is worrying me. No, we did get it. So, whee! Okay, we've got a fiasco of birds. Almost confetti coloured. So, and we've got music that reminds me of that old film, Rio, I think it's called. Getting Rio vibes. Hey. So we liberated all those birds. So I guess there's more animals to collect. I don't know when I restart it next. Do we get... and again, I'm going to fail here, aren't I? Yep. So there we go. That's our liberation mode. So I'm going to go... Just going to have a quick check just to see if there is any extra animals we can unlock now. Because look, as you can see... Oh, yes. So we've just done, I think, what would be a toucan. I'm not too sure what that bird is trying to be. I can't get my controller to go over there. Let's just see if we can get the mouse to. No, let's go back to the menu. Because you can see your achievements through liberation mode on the menu as well. So when you're on the Gibbon Beyond the Trees menu, you can see here we got the birds. And that was the one we just collected. And I assume now there are different types of animals to collect. So I don't know whether they're going to be harder to get. That would be cool if it is. You know, set the challenge. Maybe it might give us some options to be a bit more getting better swinging techniques. But yeah, that is the liberation mode. I'd love to go back in and play some more, but I just wanted to show that off just in case you're interested. Because I know when I booted this game up, I really wanted to try it just to get to know the whole game, but it makes you go through all the chapters. But as I've said, it's a 3 to 4 hour story and can be replayed, and you can select any of the levels again. There's 2 levels I really do like, but I'm not going to spoil anything because they are like the heightened moments of this game. But if you've played Gibbon Beyond the Trees, obviously don't spoil it in the comments below. But let us know what you think. You know, did you find it as gripping? Did you find it as fun as I did? So that is Gibbon Beyond the Trees, which of course is available on all Apple platforms with the iOS arcade subscription or the arcade subscription. And obviously, if you haven't played it already, I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I will see you in another video.